Hall effect keyboards are being mainstream right now, especially VALORANT players and other similar FPS games, as it undoubtedly gives an advantage for the movement in the game, as you now can spam A and D resulting to a much faster strafing. Magnetic keyboards are also much more responsive because of the 8000 Hz falling rate and those customizable actuation points being set to its lowest. Wooting started this trend, but it costs a lot. I understand the price since what they have created is simply not just a keyboard, but an innovation in the gaming industry. But what if I tell you, you can get the same innovation for 30 USD or 1800 PHP? This is the MonsGeek FUN60 Pro. I got this keyboard for around 30 USD at the Akko certified store on Shopee with some vouchers and free shipping. But take note, on their official website, FUN60 Pro is listed at 2800 PHP. Now, is it worth it? Let us see. The packaging is normal, it feels average, you've got no extras on the box, no fancy stuffs. It is just a pretty standard box for a keyboard at this price. The included items inside the box are the USB-C cable, the switch and keycap puller, the manual, and the keyboard itself, which comes with this protective hard plastic cover and a foam cover. The case of the MonsGeek FUN60 Pro is an ABS plastic, but it does have some weight in it. It doesn't feel cheap, but it does not also feel premium, which is good enough for its price. Studs are great, and it includes two levels. Those are accompanied with great rubber feet that stabilize the whole keyboard on the desk. Overall, the keyboard feels nice and smooth. For me, I like that it has minimal design, mainly because of the keycaps. And speaking of keycaps, these are double shot PBT colored in white, but you can get the gradient keycaps in their website, which also looks nice. The keycaps are also shine through, so when the RGB is on, the colors are really clear and pronounced, which we will see later on this video. For the top plate, it is aluminum and we can see it when we remove the keycaps. For the switches, we have the Akko Glare magnetic switches, and here are the specs. I haven't tried it yet, but they said that it is cross-compatible with other major magnetic switches, probably like a Gateron Jade Pros or the TTCs. I also saw it on their app that those switches have presets and can be programmed in this keyboard, which is very interesting. Now, we will try the RGB of the keyboard. And Yeah, like I said, the colors are clear and pronounced. You can also set the RGB profiles to its web app, which we'll see later. And now for the sound test. Overall, the sound is decent. Stabilizers, on the other hand, are great since it is pre-lube and it only has minimal wobble. I'm not sure if these switches are pre-lube, and there are some foams inside the case, but I still don't think it is enough for the sound that it currently produces. Because of that, I will make some modifications once the warranty is over. I'll probably make a custom wood case for this one. Now, for the software, it's either you can go download the software itself for Windows or Mac, or just use the web app, which I did. After download or going into the web app, it will automatically search for your keyboard. It is also recommended to first download the latest firmware update to prevent any issues. So here we are in the web app. Here in main settings, you can find the settings such as remap. Here, you can remap buttons as the name suggests. Custom actuation settings is also here in the main settings, in which you can set the actuation points of the buttons for as low as 0.1mm. Next is the switches settings. So as you can see, there are presets when you change the switches. Like I said, it includes the Jade, Jade Pro, Jade Gaming from Gateron, the Uranus and King from TTC. Then, the advanced settings. Here you can set some dynamic keystrokes, mod taps, and toggle keys. SOCD settings is also in the main settings, and here you can set the snap key. The effect of this one, as we all know, is that it binds two keys, and when both pressed, the last selected key will prevail. Usually A and D buttons are going to be set when you are playing Valorant or other FPS games, and this is what gives you that advantage for the movement and strafing. Moving on to the FN settings is a short explanation. This is where you can set the key combinations for FN key to execute a function. Now to the light settings. As you can see, it is for the RGB, and you can set here some profiles that you like. And now for the share settings. I do not know if other keyboards have this in their softwares, but this here you can either share yours or get the settings of the other users that are logged in MonsGeek. You can copy their light settings, their main settings, or settings for the whole keyboard and macros. Then in about, here you can download the latest firmware and set your preferred language. And that is it for the software of MonsGeek.
I'm running out of funds.
In summary, the keyboard is nice. It is well built despite having an ABS plastic case. It does have an aluminum top plate accompanied with a foam for dampening. Keycaps are minimalistic and the stabilizers are great since they were lubed generously from the factory. Those Akko switches are decent, it is not bad like I said, but it can improve by lubing it and doing certain mods. But do not expect too much since all magnetic keyboards just can't produce what the usual mechanical keyboard sounds. For gaming, it performs very well. It improved my movement in VALORANT and it really has 8 kHz polling rate as it was advertised. The SOCD works, rapid trigger works, and all of its features are working flawlessly. The software or the web app on the other hand requires some learning curve and you need to do some testing for yourself for the settings that will personally work for you. So, should I recommend this? Absolutely. If you haven't tried a magnetic keyboard yet and if you are seeking for a budget-friendly keyboard that does not go above 35 USD or 18,000 pesos, has a minimal design and offers advanced features like adjustable actuation, 8 kHz polling rate, and rapid trigger functionality, the MonsGeek FUN60 Pro is a compelling choice.